If you're creating YouTube videos, ads, podcasts, or online courses, then you already know one big problem. Most AI voice tools sound robotic, generic, and overused. And when your audience hears the same stock AI voice everyone else is using, your content instantly loses authority. But what if you could create completely unique AI voices that sound natural, emotional, and human? Today we're reviewing a brand new AI voice creator called SoundSoReal, a tool that allows you to design custom AI voices from scratch, clone voices, and generate voiceovers in multiple languages in just seconds. And in this video I'll show you what SoundSoReal actually does, its most powerful features, who this tool is best for, and whether it's worth the investment. Let's get into it and watch till the end to see how SoundSoReal works. SoundSoReal is essentially an AI voice designer that allows creators, marketers, and entrepreneurs to generate completely unique voiceovers using simple prompts. Instead of choosing from a small library of pre-made voices like most AI tools, SoundSoReal lets you design your own voice identity. You can create brand new voices from text prompts, clone voices using just a few seconds of audio, remix voices to create different styles and personalities, generate voiceovers in 30+ languages. And everything can be done in just a few clicks without needing a microphone or recording studio. Here's something most creators overlook. Your voice is part of your brand identity. When thousands of creators are using the same stock AI voice libraries, your content starts blending into the background. And audiences can immediately tell when a voice sounds fake. Research shows that many consumers actually prefer brands that use natural, human-like voices, and engagement drops quickly when narration feels robotic. That's why tools like SoundSoReal are gaining attention, because they allow you to create voices that no one else on the internet has. Here are some of the standout features that make this tool interesting. You can create completely original AI voices using prompts. For example, you can describe a voice like deep cinematic narrator with a calm tone and dramatic delivery, and the AI generates that voice instantly. If you have audio recordings, SoundSoReal can clone voices using only a few seconds of audio. This allows you to create voiceovers that sound like your own voice, brand character, narrators for storytelling or podcasts. One unique feature is that you can actually direct the voice performance. You can add instructions like cheerful tone, dramatic pause, energetic delivery, and the AI adjusts the voice accordingly. The platform also supports 30+ languages, making it useful for international YouTube channels, online courses, global marketing campaigns. SoundSoReal is especially useful for people creating content at scale. For example, faceless YouTube channels, podcast creators, course creators, digital marketers, agencies offering voiceover services, freelancers selling voice narration. Instead of hiring voice actors every time you create content, you can generate professional voiceovers instantly. Here are a few practical ways creators are using tools like this. Creating narration for YouTube videos, recording podcast intros and interviews, producing audiobook narration, creating multilingual course lessons, building voice packs to sell to clients. Because the voices can be customized and reused, this can also become a long-term asset for content creators. Create completely unique voices. Voice cloning capability. Multi-language support. Great for faceless content creation. One-time pricing instead of monthly subscriptions. You still need good scripts for best results. AI voices still require testing to find the best tone. If you decide to get SoundSoReal through the link in the description, I'm also including a free bonus training called AI Voice Monetization Blueprint. Inside the guide I show you profitable faceless YouTube niches, review video structures that increase conversions, monetization stacking strategies, automation systems to scale content faster. This will help you turn AI voice tools like SoundSoReal into actual income streams. So here's the bottom line. If you're serious about creating high-quality voiceovers without hiring voice actors, SoundSoReal is a very powerful tool. The ability to design unique voices instead of using the same stock AI voices everyone else uses is what really makes this platform stand out. For creators building faceless channels, ads, podcasts, or digital products, this could easily become one of the most useful tools in your content workflow. If you want to check out SoundSoReal and see what it can do, you can find a link in the description below. And if you grab it through that link, you'll also get my AI Voice Monetization Blueprint bonus. If you found this review helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more tools that help creators build profitable online content.
All right, so here we are on the inside of SoundSoReal, and it is so good. I don't even know where to start. Yours won't look exactly like mine because this is obviously my test account. However, the basic mechanics are the same. On the left-hand side, we have voices, which is where we're going to create voices from scratch. We're going to clone voices. It'll automatically take us into text-to-speech, is where you type, and of course, things are going to come out thereafter from what you type. Speak Like is where you could take an actual audio file and change the audio file to speak something different. And that's really fascinating. So you don't just change the text, you can actually change audio itself. Multi-person is like podcasts, and dubbing is where you go from one language to another, to another, to another, back and forth, any which way. All right, so let's start with voices. So in the voices, the thing I want you to focus on is on the upper right. And please take notes here because this is going to help you on the inside when you're in. You create or design a voice, and then you have three choices. You could design a voice by typing, some script. You could actually clone a voice that's on the bottom by importing a audio file 10 seconds or longer, only 10 seconds. And then you could remix that. In other words, you can change those voices that you make. And that's an interesting thing. Like, for instance, you could make my voice if I took my voice and I cloned it and I made my voice sound much older as an example. But let's concentrate on the voice design first. That's where you type a text like a male social influencer who is typically doing commercials for skincare products on TikTok and Instagram. Okay, so hopefully it will capture what I'm trying to get here. We'll generate a sample and see how it sounds. And we'll play the sample.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's your boy, back with another skincare essential. You know I'm all about that glow, and this new serum, game changer. Seriously, my skin has never felt this hydrated. You guys gotta try it, link in bio.
Okay, so they gave me a teenager, obviously, but you see exactly what it did. So now we can save that. A young male social influencer for commercials. And a male social influencer who is typical doing commercials for skin products on TikTok and Instagram. Right. Okay, so we're going to save that voice. And now what it's going to do is it's going to throw us right in, and it's going to allow us to create new copy in the text-to-speech area with that person. But I am not going to do that right now. To save time, I'm going to go to the next feature of voices first. The next feature is Instant Voice Clone. Instant Voice Clone is where you upload a piece of audio. And in this case, I'm going to upload a little clip from the movie Bruce Almighty from Morgan Freeman. So I think this is it right here. So I'm going to open that clip and we'll listen to it, make sure it's right.
Of the man upstairs, and yet your mind is already so prodigiously empty.
Yeah, so that's the actual clip from the movie. So we're going to write Morgan Freeman 4 from Bruce Almighty. It's in English. We're going to use version 2.5 synthesis. When in doubt, go with the highest version that you can, version 2.5, and then we'll agree to the terms, and then we'll create the voice. Now, I've already created the voice, so let's go in there and actually see how it sounds. I'm going to go back into my text-to-speech. I'm going to choose that voice. That's a 2.5 version voice. And I will find him by clicking on the upper left here. All right. And then from there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the voice, and I'll go to My Voices. And then I have Morgan Freeman right here. Morgan Freeman based on Bruce Almighty. So I'm going to use that. And then let me take this out right here. I'm going to show you this later. Edit, cut. Okay. And now I'm going to write something that Morgan Freeman may have said, like, Bruce, I may be an old man, but I am in charge, and you never stop complaining about me and the work that I have done on the planet Earth. Let's see if you can do it better. That's right from the movie. The theme is that he, is sick of Bruce complaining, and he gives Bruce all his godly powers. So then what we do is we generate the speech just by clicking Generate Speech, and then we'll listen to how it came out.
Bruce, I may be an old man, but I am in charge, and you never stop complaining about me and the work that I have done on the planet Earth. Let's see if you can do it better.
Is that perfect or what? I mean, we have a real Morgan Freeman here complaining about Bruce. So we're going to save that file in the lower right. And that's how that feature works. Let's go back to voices and take a look at that again, where it says create or design voice. So we've now done voice design. We had our social influencer young man, and now we've done an instant voice clone with Morgan Freeman. It could be your voice as well. Or now you could remix the voice. And what you would do there is you would just select one of your cloned voices, like Morgan Freeman 3, which is what we worked on before. And then you can say something like, this man is old and tired and has trouble getting out of bed. And we could generate a sample of that, and then we could see how that sounds. So in other words, you're kind of mixing things up a little bit. You're taking your cloned voice or the voice that you create with the designer. In other words, the one that, you just create from scratch from your head, like we created that young male influencer before. And now you're just going to describe a little change to how they're going to sound. And that's something else you can do with this whole section. So I wanted you to see that. Okay, so here we are. Let's play the example.
Another day, another creak in the old bones. Waking up just ain't what it used to be. Feels like I wrestled a bear in my sleep. Getting out of this bed? Well, that's a whole journey in itself. Just gotta take it slow.
It's amazing. That sounds even more like Morgan Freeman than Morgan Freeman sounds. That's just ridiculous. So now we're going to name that Morgan Freeman as an old man. And this man is old and tired and has trouble getting out of bed. We wrote that before. We're going to save that voice. And we're going to call it, okay, Morgan Freeman is an old man too, because I tried it earlier in an experiment. This came out even better. I just am like so over the moon how good that came out. Okay, now that we're in text to speech, since it threw us back in there, let's talk about what you can do with version 3. So synthesis 2.5 is what we've done the cloning in, but we're combining version 2, 2.5, and 3. Because you may want to toy around with 2.5 and 2 to see what you like there. Version 3 is the one where we have the real ability to direct voices. So, like for instance, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take some script. You saw the script in there earlier, and I saved it in a text file. Let me grab it. I'm going to copy it in here, and I'm going to want you to look very closely at the script. Notice that we have things in brackets, so we're acting as a director. Like here I wrote anger simmering, voice rising. Look at me right now. And then disbelieving, accusing. You think I didn't know after all this time? You really thought I wouldn't find out? And then bitter and outraged. That's the most insulting part. So we're going to see if the actor that we choose can act as good as I did just now. All right? Probably it'll be better because you won't believe the results that we're getting with this. All right, so remember, we're in Synthesis version 3. And our favorite thing, it's sort of a tip, write this down, is to go to the voice library and then on the right-hand side, narrow this down to the version 3 voices by clicking V3 right there. And what it does is it calls up 5 pages. Now, all of these work very well with the brackets, but we notice that the last page right here, the very last page, has the best voices with the brackets. And I created some here where I did a favorite. I did a heart or a like, a favorite. And Will is one of my favorites right here.
Technology is evolving at an incredible pace.
He's right. And we're going to use that voice, and then we're going to generate the speech based on that paragraph that we put in the text-to-speech. And this is where we're going to a whole new level of text-to-voice that we've never seen before, ever. And this is it right now. Watch as I generate the speech.
Look at me, right now. You think I didn't know? After all this time, you really thought I wouldn't find out? That's the most insulting part, the effort you put into the lie. The money? I don't care about the money. It was the trust, Liam, the foundation. You let me defend you. You let me stand by you in front of them all, and all the while you were selling us out. Why? Tell me why. Was it worth it? Was it worth watching everything we built crumble just for this? Get out. I can't even look at you anymore. Just go. You are dead to me.
You could see why the Actors Guild was on strike. They're really worried about AI taking their jobs, and this is what they meant. And this was also money for you if you get ahead of it, because you could do audiobooks with something like this, because this is better than most narrators of audiobooks as
Click
an
the
example.
link in the description to start building smart,